Hello. So I have a little time this evening to think more about the city. I'm thinking of putting a high-speed rail here, as according to the plan that I have. But I have a slightly difficult set of bridges here. I did, whilst preparing, play around a little bit. And I didn't like how the bridge levitated because it was too wide, too narrow even. So I'm going to make a start. This is my second attempt. I was just playing around, so it wasn't a serious effort. I'm going to try and avoid doing anything too drastic here. And there too. So in the plan, it goes along to the south of these railway tracks, but I think I'm already going to deviate from that plan and go in a straight line. The reason being that the high-speed rail not any really nice curves, as much as a real railway. Those curves are really nice. I'm not sure about the hybrid railway. I'll play with that a little bit more maybe when I have a little bit more time on my hands. So there we go there. Starter pieces off. In actual fact, I'm going to drop a save. At least if I play around with it, I don't have to do that again. Might be quite a boring interlude at this point. I'll definitely try to do some editing, I think. I didn't on the last video, because I quite liked how it flowed and it lasted almost exactly an hour, in fact just over an hour, which was pretty good. A lot longer, and it felt like I achieved nothing. But my problem I do have sometimes is that I will rush. I'll try and get too much done in one hit. So I do quite like that because that's tight. So and that is really nice. I do quite like that. So let's see if I can bring it down a little bit. I'm conscious that there's a lot of wasted space there. What was the first bridge in the way? I don't think I have much in the way of choices. Oh, I do. think suspension bridge is a tad overkill. This one looks like it's floating in mid-air, which if it was ground, you could think, okay, it was nicely balanced, but let's see what else we can do. We will see. That positioning is quite nice with the river here. I think I'll pop it across. Oh, I don't think it matters what I do, it's going to look like it's suspended in mid-air, so okay, right. Let's put some starter pieces in. Maybe it'll look good afterwards, I don't know. I don't know how this will go. I'm not planning on putting any stations in. But plans can change. Not striving for perfection. We will have to level a little bit more. That's normal. I like how the terrain looks and I'm happy to work with it. Looks like quite a fun ride, that one though. Been a nice high speed train and then suddenly you're up and down like a roller coaster. We charge extra for it. Especially with the levitating bridges. I think it's more of a ghost train than a transport system really, but fairground detection. Quite like that. Let it be bumpy on the other sides. Straight in the middle I can put some concrete plops and things like that in there. Here we go to the next bumpy part. I'll flatten out whatever needs to be flattened there according to whatever we do, but I'll just flatten this and make that nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I'm quite liking that. Plan is to have an avenue there. We're going to have a road coming. Several. So I'm going to lose the music while I quickly check the map because I don't have any audacity to click on the other screen. See, originally it came down, followed the land and went down here. So maybe, just maybe, we'll do a spur that connects to the main railway line. There are some conversion pieces, I've not tried to use them yet. So I'll see how that goes. Right now, I think it's time to try a motorway. So I'm going to save because I'm happy with that. And saving is a little bit slow, it seems, so maybe I'll do some editing. Like I said, I quite liked how the old other one flowed, and I'm not rushing, I'm deliberately being patient. Here we go. Can maybe even do another railway junction with another spur. I think it'd be really cool. The diagonal conversion pieces aren't really diagonals, but we will see. We will see. So right here, I think the motorway is going to have to go over. So start with a starter piece. I've usually tended to keep the motorways quite small. Only really been playing with the real highway mod in that last region. I'm going to go big because they're going to be the majority of the neighbourhood links, trains and real highway. So we'll go for an 8. I want to try to keep it looking somewhat symmetrical, but the river there, I'm not so sure. Neighbourhood pieces go in like that. I'm not going to do anything on the other side for a while. Looking at the plan just quickly, there's nothing there insofar as junctions that I'm planning, although there probably wants to be, because there is a commercial area there. So bridges, I'm not so sure with the 8. It's going to be a learning curve. I think we can do the Maxis highway sheet. This could end up being a dog's dinner lip. Let's see what happens. I've never tried to do it with anything so wide. These smaller ones usually need that. Oh, there we go. What have we got here? No, I've got a feeling we're going to run into the problem. There's no median. So it's a case of doing 2 of these, isn't it? Okay. Quite like that, so. Yeah, I should use the disconnector tool. Never mind. And the subway pieces for the real railway, there tends to be some leakage, so I can't really use that there, otherwise I'd keep it down. I think it's the same with bridges as well, you can't have them next to each other. Okay, that looks a little bit overkill, but okay. I think this is actually going to look nicer. I think this is going to be just fine. I can never remember which way to put these. So let me just... So it's going crossways. So let's try that. We'll see how it goes. If it works, I'll do that. It's because I've been refitting mostly railway lines for the last 2 or 3 months. I've completely forgotten what I've learnt on this side of things. That doesn't sound right though. There's only one neighbourhood connection. I'll take them off. I'll work that out. There we go. I suppose we could do something funky there with a junction and a couple of flexible underpasses perhaps. But let's see. Start a piece. Right now I'm more interested in laying things out and dealing with the terrain more than anything. There's not much room there for other things. But the next city tile, my God, that's awful. Let's see what we can do here. It's going to be a fairly big town, so I probably want some sort of connection here. Maybe just some smaller motorways. This is going to be the only one here for a while. There we go, that's not too bad. Relatively flat terrain, so towards the top we are supposed to have a junction, a major junction. I won't be doing that. I don't have time, and people do tend to make it look incredibly easy, but I do find it frustrating. I actually also think that I'm too close to the side here to do that, so I think maybe another one with a avenues or something, but that will be for another time. Now, according to my plan, this will be pretty much straight. It's a main road with our main motorway with our little, let's say medium size commercial centre downtown area nearer to the sea, and this is going to be all industry, so let's take it from here. If I went into the other, we'll leave it level the land a little bit. It's very satisfying leveling the land. It's the sort of thing I could do for hours and hours. I'm really just doing this for fun, and just going through the little sunken highway. Does look quite cute. Okay, oh. No more like that, is there? No, okay. This one will be going up and down. Because it's so close to the edge, I wouldn't want anything that's crossing it to go up or down too much. Let's just put them up. Looks like I've missed that. Yeah, we're definitely going to need more junctions, at least one in either side and one in the middle that go off to the neighbouring tile. And I'm going to try and avoid using avenues for them. They don't have to go here, they can cross and we can do something fancy there. I'm probably not going to do that right now. I have limited time, fortunately. That would be a really good place for a station. You can go in all directions, I guess. But so very close to the edge of the tile. I'll be doing the rest of the stations later on. Gotta see what I'm going to do here now, so I have to put some ferry terminals in. But I think what I'll do is I'll extend the land a little bit here. This is going to be Tramming Avenue. I'm going to put these in now. At least lay down the land a little bit. do something here, but we'll definitely have, this is going to be problematic, but that's okay. It's a shame that there's no body of land over here. This would be a nice place for a bridge. Let's see what we can do levelling. That patch of water is going to be a problem. Ah. No, it's not. So as long as you level the other part, you can get away with it. So this is going to look really nice. I think I'll have a nice central park area here and use the natural terrain to its advantage. Probably not going to do a roundabout there. It's a pretty dead end. I was saying that. Although it should probably go on this side. So I'll definitely extend that. I might do that now. In two minds on this. I do like it. It does look nice. We'll see. I think we will have another here. I could do some layout for the rest of this, and there could be one coming along here. This is going to be the main commercial area. Possibly a park island there. We'll see. What kind of bridge options do we have? I'm not worried about it being too high for ferries at the moment, so I do tend to use the Plain Avenue for bridge a lot. Absolutely not. And now with the bridge being there, that's going to make levelling a little bit hard. No, it's not. Maybe I'll lower the level here and be a good place for a marina with smaller road access. There will be a roundabout there. I'll just level this out. I can do the bulk of the levelling another time. And that sort of thing. Doesn't have to be done now. Just trying to get a feel. Going across here is going to be a problem because underpasses and already any kind of road or avenue, it's gonna choke because I've left that so tight. But that can be got around with this. So here I think we'll have something with some curves. I do find a lot of the bridges look a bit silly if they're too low, but that actually looks nice, so we'll keep that. Now go, that's there. Put our curve in. Have I gone to the wrong menu? I've just gone too far down. I was using the flex curves recently. Oh, I'm out. This is one of those times when you're normally watching a video and you're screaming saying, "No, you're one tile over, one tile over." Though I say I'm not striving for perfection, I really am. I'm just not gonna be upset about it. So I'll probably make trams a sort of mini junction here, joining in with that. Maybe a circular pattern. Penultimate save.